What's up, guys? It's your boy, Radical. Now, my workout plans have been a success. More than 300 plus purchases and many more returning customers. You cannot ask for anything else, and people are loving it. The same life-changing and affordable prices still remain. So go to radicallatino.com and change your life today. Hey guys, do you have a product you want more eyes on? Advertise with the Radical Latino Show, where over 10K podcast downloads and the number 25 spot on the 55 All Latin podcast list. You'll want your product heard on everyone's phones and cars. Go to radicallatino.com/contacts and start advertising today.
Playing the Radical Latino Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands in the air for New York's very own.
Radical.
Latino is taking you to another level.
I think there's more radicals than Steve-O. Radical Latino, you're buffing it. The radical point of views, I think his views are actually more dangerous.
He knew Spanish. They didn't know he knew Spanish. So they be talking that laga.
Yo! What up? It's your boy, Radical. What's going on, my people? I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody is living life, in the best way. Y'all know how, you know what I mean? So huge shout out to everybody listening to me right now. Huge shout out to everybody watching me right now. Huge shout out to everybody. Real quick, I know for some of the people that might not know, but my social medias, and there's a reason why I want to say it right now. My social medias are radical_Latino_. That's for Instagram and Twitter, both at the same name, radical_Latino_. Definitely go support me and definitely go follow me and all that, because I'm saying this is episode 199, okay? Episode 200 is going to be live, and I'm going to be letting y'all know when the joint is going to be live on social media. So my announcement is going to be there. So definitely go check me out. If you guys want to be part of the live, you guys want to be part of the conversation, definitely go check me out. It's going to be episode 200, you know what I mean? So definitely go check it out. Another quick update real quick. Documentary part 2, still on the way. I just got a couple of things that I gotta take care of. Again, like always, I'm basically waiting on my sale. I'm not that's the only person I'm waiting on is my sale, but that's about it. More interviews on the way. I got some interviews, some returning interviews, and also some new interviews. You know what I'm saying? So definitely look out for that. Also, on episode 200, I'm gonna be giving out an announcement that I might be changing up the format. I might not. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Might be changing it up a little bit, depending on what I talk about and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's talk about our first topic. 6ix9ine gets jumped in the bathroom of LA Fitness. Oh my God! So everybody's been going crazy about this. 6ix9ine got jumped, 6ix9ine got jumped, and all this other stuff. Blah, right? 6ix9ine got jumped, memes and all that other stuff. And it's so funny that all these little blacks, right, that have all this smoke for Latinos and for white supremacists, right? They fail to even give us our props. They just be like, yo, he got jumped, and that don't even let people know that it was a Latino gang that did it. First of all, if you guys seen the video and all that, at the bottom there's a caption that says King so-and-so ADR. Anybody that knows or lived around the time where Latin kings were around, ADR means amor de rey, and also King so and so. That's how they go by their names. It's King blah blah blah, King this and this, and all that other stuff, right? So he got jumped by Latin Kings. Now this is the thing. A lot of people will be like, and this is what I said on Twitter. Yo, Latin Kings and Bloods, they really tight. They got their shit together. You know what I mean? Black and brown unity. You know, just be poking fun and stuff. But the thing is, there's some new video that surfaced that shows 6ix9ine basically saying, screw Puerto Rico. I'm not Puerto Rican. I denounce being Puerto Rican. Fuck all that. And I am just call me Mexican, and that's what I am. I'm Mexican because I've been raised by my mom. My dad left me, so Puerto Rico. I denounce being Puerto Rican. So some people might think, and some people might suggest that this is the reason why these individuals took it to this level. You know what I'm saying? But also some other people might suggest, and this is what I'm saying. I'm saying is us Latinos, we're cleaning house. You know what I'm saying? Us Latinos, we're cleaning house. We're showing that we ain't down for the BS. We ain't down for our people making us look bad, making us look some type of way. We ain't down like that. We're not gonna be allowing stuff like that to go down. So this is the reason why we took matters into our own hand and decided to do whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's the angle I'm gonna take. And that's what I think really happened. And that's what I think that we should be talking about. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, you know, when we're discussing individuals out in these streets who snitched, who did this and did that and all that other stuff, it's insane. Yes, they get caught up in the system and they shouldn't have snitched. But let's keep it 100% real. You know, any true organization that doesn't want to get caught up, the last thing you're gonna do is let somebody that is the money, is the bank, know anything about the operation, because one, keep this person clueless, two, keep bringing that money in, and three, that's about it. If we get caught up, we get caught up. They try to make him an informant. He knows nothing about it. That's it. It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? It's very simple. But we're talking about people that used to be in the rap game, and then when Tekashi found them, they were sleeping in fucking, you know, mattresses on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So this is the type of dust buckets we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little money, and now they feel they can steal from the talent, the main person that brought them on. You know what I mean? It is what it is. These are the type of mentalities. These little dust balls are this is the mentality that we're dealing with. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think about that whole situation. Now, moving on to a second topic, Just Pearly Things. Listen. Anybody doesn't know who JustPearlyThings is, she's a female content creator up in Europe. She talks about a lot of red pill content, and she regurgitates a lot of Kevin Samuels talking points and all that other stuff, right? So, okay, cool. She recently came out in a controversy because she interviewed a white supremacist known as Nick Fuentes. And let me just say something about Nick Fuentes real quick. Nick Fuentes has vehemently said it plenty of times that he denounces being Mexican, and he actually doesn't like being Mexican and all that. He's trying to, because he's a quarter Mexican, not half. He's a quarter. He's trying to get rid of that Mexican lineage away by breeding it out. This is from his own words. You know what I mean? I even made a stream about that. Nick Fuentes doesn't represent us. Nick Fuentes doesn't even want to be Hispanic or whatever that means, which is good. So fuck him. You know what I mean? But anyway, it is what it is. So she interviewed Nick Fuentes. He said a couple of racist things. She kind of co-signed some of the stuff, and she didn't really push back on nothing. You know what I'm saying? From the clips that I'm seeing, and she is pretty much looking like the bad guy. So right now, the couple of people that were with her are pretty much saying, "Yo, sayonara, you're done. I'm not with you no more. I'm not rocking with you no more." Other people like Obsidian, they're rocking with her. You know, they're saying that y'all taking this shit way out of context. She even came out with an apology video. She didn't seem too much apologetic in that video. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. This is my first, and this is my take on it. And I'm gonna go on the side of just Pearly. First of all, Pearly. I'm gonna just call her. I'm gonna call this shorty Pearly. Pearly. She's very good at acting dumb. From some of the clips that I've seen, she's very good at acting dumb. White people, they don't have the privilege to be stupid. Okay, they have not amongst all this wealth in the world by being dumb. Okay. That's one thing that they have not done. Y'all could believe literally anything y'all want to believe, but best believe the last thing that they are is dumb. Okay? I might be giving white people a little bit too much credit, but I'm just saying, let's look at all the white folks who's in superior positions in y'all jobs and all that, in city council. The last thing that they is dumb. That's the last thing that they are, okay? They like to pretend that they dumb. Like, what do you mean, Negro? I don't know what you mean by that. I said what? You know what I'm saying? They like to act stupid, but the last thing is that they're dumb. That's the last thing. Trust me. They know things about stuff that you don't even know. You know what I mean? So, all right. She likes to act dumb, but there's part of that interview clip where I don't know who this shorty is. I think it's her producer or somebody. I don't know. She's in the computer where Pearly is saying, "Well, good luck to you. You know, hope everything goes well." The producer goes like, "Fuck you. I don't think that we should be saying good luck to this guy. It is what it is. He's a racist, right?" He backs with saying, "Well, you know, something, and then she goes, "I'm Italian, and the Italians don't accept you." His response is, "You're dating a black guy. The Italians don't accept you, right?" He used the word black person as a negative. You're dating someone that I see as a negative in order to blah 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 blah. That's what he said. That's how I broke it down. You're dating blah 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 because I see them as a negative and so all that, right? So that's how I saw it. Pearly this whole time not saying nothing, right? Not saying the goddamn thing. I wanted to go now. Obsidian had a live stream. People were called in and asked for her opinion, her take. The room was full. I couldn't get in, and she ended up being there for a long time. The room kept on being full, and I couldn't get in. It is what it is. But I really wanted to ask her, "Hey, yo, I'm going to be very quick and just straight to the point. When your co-host or producer, whoever that was saying that, the Italians don't," and then he goes, "Well, you're black, and how come you didn't stop that? You just let it go on." To me, that makes you an accessory. To me, that tells me, Pearly, you know way more about this than anybody else. Like, let's cut the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to put her into the racist bag, but I'm gonna put and not for nothing. I'm gonna put her in the suspected racist bag. That's where I'm gonna put her. I'm just gonna suspect her as being one, right? And not for nothing. I don't know what it is. Not for nothing. I think was it Melanie Knight or something like that, or Melanie Knight. I don't know what her shorty's name is. I think she came up from Kevin Samuels. Uh, she's she look. Shout out to her. She's gorgeous, right? Pearly thinks she's below average. I see her and I see her average white chick. I'm like, there's nothing appealing about Shorty. So I'm like, I don't see the big deal about her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I could be reaching. I don't know, but I'm just saying, if I'm going to be consuming red pill content, the last thing I'm going to be consuming it is from some regular smegular average looking shorty. I'm just saying, there's nothing appealing about this woman, and I'm like, I don't know. It is what. Tell me what you guys think, but I put her in the suspected racist bag. I'm not saying that she's a full-blown racist, but some of her actions, the fact that she didn't, stop this person and she didn't push back, that's why it's gonna make me put her in the suspected thing. And one more thing. People are like, yo, why would you interview a racist? First of all, people can interview whoever, okay? Let's be honest right now. Every big podcaster is trying to have the Joe Rogan. The thing is, they don't know how to do it. Look what Joe Rogan does. All he does is ask questions and he pushes back. He pushes back and asks questions. You know how many times they say that he was a racist and that shit just falls down on him? Please. And the thing is, women don't like conflict. That's the thing. Women don't like conflict and they're not good at conflict. So why would you know what I mean? Like, I'll bring up whoever. Listen, I interviewed a former white supremacist. I think is episode funny enough, is episode 88. Funny enough, but I interviewed and I said exactly, if I would have interviewed a racist, that joint would have been fucking 3 hours long of me pushing back on shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, wait, hold on, I don't think that's true. You know what I mean? Because you want the content to keep on going. You don't want this individual to leave, right? So you're going to push back a little bit and then just move on. Push back a little bit and then move on. Push back a little bit and then move on. You know what I mean? That's how you got to do it. Can't let your feelings get involved. But it seems like, Shorty, I don't know what Shorty's deal was, but it is what it is. She's getting backlash for it. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. You guys agree with the backlash? Yes, no, maybe so. Are you guys saying that maybe they're doing too much? I don't know. All right. So moving on to our third topic, right? FBI is infiltrated an activist group. So check this out. The FBI, right? Infiltrated a far left activist group that was in Colorado that was protesting. Check this out. Check this out. Was protesting and actually started to get money, big lump sums of money, and actually starting to get their way. Shout out to them, because what they were protesting was housing discrimination. They were protesting this wasn't Black Lives Matter, by the way. They were actually protesting housing discrimination. And these activists in Colorado were actually getting the job done. They weren't out here looting or anything like that. No, they were protesting and actually talking to the real people behind the scenes that would get stuff moving. And they were actually getting it done. So the FBI decided to infiltrate. They decided to infiltrate this activist group. And they put this white woman, big-titted white woman, gave her a fake name, gave her a fake pass that she was she was a night walker. You know, she's one of these women that are when the lights go down, I get promiscuous. You know, she's one of these women, right? So they gave her a little funky little pass, right? And the whole time is that they were trying to get information. They couldn't get no dirt information on anybody there. So what they ended up doing was trying to entrap people, right? They were trying to entrap people. Mind you, this is the FBI's. They try to entrap people. They've been doing this since the 60s, all right? With the Black Panther Party and all that other stuff. Trust me, getting informants and all that, I'm telling you, it goes crazy. But anyway, she tried to entrap people. So she got one of the guys to come back to her apartment to meet two other guys under the guise of, yo, you might smash, we might smash, and all that other stuff. But then when they were chit-chatting it up, apparently the talks of illegal guns and how to get illegal guns, and I'm the guy to give you illegal guns and all that other stuff, came to the conversation where the individual was like, yeah, this is fucking weird. Why are we talking about illegal guns? Like, let's talk about something else. And the subject kept on coming up, and they kept on forcing it. And the person was like, yeah, this is dumb. I'm out. You know what I mean? And then they try to get someone else. The same thing. You might smash the... Yo, let's talk about illegal guns. And now this time, they took it one step further. They talk about illegal activities. Talking about rushing into a police station and doing a bunch of craziness. And shout out to them people, because it seems like they know the code, because they're like, or maybe the FBI people didn't do a good job, because they were like, want to talk about guns, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if they did a good job. But the thing is, like, these activists were like, hey, yo, what are you talking about? You know what? I'm good. I'm all right. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't do none of that. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And they still failed. Now, the way that this individual got outed and caught was because a couple of months later, during a protest that these activists were having, one individual got badly beaten, right? So she was suing the city for that. During her lawsuit, her lawyer demanded the body cam footage to be displayed amongst the courtroom for context purposes, of course. But this video was given to the lawyer, the defendant, days earlier. And the funny thing is, you can clearly hear on the police radio that they say, we have an undercover cop in the protest wearing this and this, this and this, this and this, and goes by the name of so-and-so. That's how they got outed. Because the police were roughing these activists up, who, remember, let's get some context here. They were protesting housing discrimination. Housing discrimination. You know what I'm saying? Which is something the FBI should be like, why are we messing with people for? But whatever. It is what it is. This is white supremacy. And this is a part where white supremacy fails. So shout out to these activists. But because of housing discrimination, right? Then now a lawsuit, and this goes over the radio, and they hear it clear as day, because they're telling other cops, hey, listen, this is one of our own, protect this person. You could beat up whoever, but this person you gotta protect. You know what I'm saying? Which is insane. And they used to do this back in the day with the Black Panthers, with with the young lords. They used to do this all the time with power groups, even with gangs. They do these type of things with like try to entrap people, because when they can't, this is the funny thing is, when they can't get a group on nothing, no tax evasion, no illegal activity, no real crimes, the money that they're getting is by donation and they're actually paying their taxes on it. Once they can't get them on nothing, the next best thing is, let's create crime. Let's create a scenario where they start breaking the law and now we could get them. Which is entrapment. You shouldn't be doing that. But they go out their way and do it. So shout out to these people for like having 2020 hindsight, because they're like, hey yo, we see past the BS. You feel me? Shout out to them. Hopefully, they go a long way, and that housing discrimination thing that they're fighting actually, comes to flourishing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. And now to the main topic. White supremacy isn't always the issue. Now, what do I mean by that? Lately, I've been hosting certain live streams, and also I come to a certain realization where I haven't really promoted and I haven't really talked about self-worth of actual self-doing. Haven't really promoted that, haven't really talked about that. That's the main reason why certain individuals, even goddamn Chat GPT, when you type in what do you think about Radical Latino, the YouTuber and podcaster, it gives you a whole list and says that certain people say that I promote a victim mentality, right? Now, I understand, first of all, the whole victim mentality, it's stupid, right? That's what people say to dismiss actual racism that's going on. But also in the same time, I've always said this. I even had podcasts and live streams talking about this. The victim mentality is BS, but it holds some truth to certain individuals. There's certain individuals out here in the community that use that as an excuse not to prevail, not to move forward, not to improve their life. And the thing is, white supremacy isn't always the issue. Now, I understand that white supremacy controls 9 areas of activity between people, but we still have choices, okay? We still have choices. For example, white supremacy. No, let me just give you an example. Hold up, before I even get into the core of it. You meet a shorty, y'all get intimate, and you don't use protection, but yet you don't want a baby. She has a kid, decides to have a kid, and now you're on child support and you're talking about white supremacy got me down. No. You chose not to wear protection, and she chose to have you not wear protection. You know what I'm saying? That was a choice. White supremacy has nothing to do with that. Okay? Another thing that white supremacy has nothing to do with. Some individual just got a gun, right? And they want to know how it feels to shoot. So they go to the rooftop, shoot it off, and one of them stray bullets hits a little kid in their crib. White supremacy had nothing to do with that whatsoever. That's an individual choice. Another thing that's individual, and I'm giving you guys examples of individual choices, right? Another thing that's an individual choice. Going to a store and stealing when you got the money to buy it, but nah, fuck it, I just want to steal it. Individual choice. When these drill rappers are beefing with somebody and they go to their block just to shoot it up, White supremacy had nothing to do with that. That's individual choice. That's individual choice. So there's a lane that we have to understand. Yes, racism exists, and there's certain facts that racism plays that create certain situations. But also we have to be 100% real that it's not always white supremacy. It's individual choice. I don't want to go to work because I don't feel like I have to. That's not white supremacy. That's individual choice. Now you're complaining about you can't get a job because you haven't had a job in 5 years, but every opportunity that came by, you didn't like the pay. Not knowing this is where you got to start off from. That's individual choice. For example, I've always said this when I opened up my gym. I employed half my block. Guess what? After 2 weeks, only 4 were there. And one of them was the main one that told me, yo, I can't get a job, yo, because I got a record. Yo, it's hard out here. This is the reason why I got so weak. Hey, yo, here's a job. 2 weeks later, yo, I can't do it. It's too far. Gave me all excuse in the book. It's too far. I can't get a car. This is not what? Every excuse in the book. That's not white supremacy. That's individual choice. Has nothing to do with, oh man, white supremacy is getting me. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's individual choice. It's individual choice. That's what it is. And this is the thing that we have to accept. Yes, certain things happen to Latinos historically by white folks. You're 100% right. Certain things happen, certain things we overcame. But we also have to know that getting drunk Friday night, slapping our baby mama is not white supremacy. It's individual choice. And you wake up in the jail cell, looking at battery charges and assault charges. That's individual choice. Has nothing to do with white supremacy. Let's stop the cap. Let's stop the cap. There's a lot of individual choices out here that we chalk up to white supremacy because that's the easiest thing to do. No. Because back in them days when white folks were really had their battery on their back, for some reason, we still got things going and even prevailed. In the midst of racism, we learned how to skirt around it, right? And this is what I'm saying. You want to get a loan and you think racism is stopping you from getting a loan? Go to another goddamn bank. Talk to another individual that is part of that loan office. Or go to another place that gives you that same opportunity. There's other avenues. There's always other avenues. Trust me, there's always other avenues to go. If you're and mind you, if you're the individual that always chalks up everything to racism and that's the reason why I can't get a goddamn driver's license, fam, no. First of all, the funny thing is driver's licenses don't even require a race anymore. So that was back in like the 70s. You know what I'm saying? It's individual choices. When are we going to stop being little kids and acting like females and start acting like men? It's individual choices. We have to keep it real. There's certain things that we have to chalk up to white supremacy, 100%, like that FBI thing. If that the last thing I just talked about, if the FBI infiltrated successfully that group, 100% white supremacy was a part of it, because they created certain situations to get these brothers locked up. Thank God that didn't work. Thank God that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So white supremacy that had no effect on that. Thank God that didn't work. But I'm telling you, there's individual choices, and we got to start as men and also as women, shout out to y'all. We have to start being real and start saying, okay, white supremacy does play a part, but it's also individual choice. With that being said, tell me what you guys think. You guys like it? Don't like it? Agree? Disagree? Let me know. All right? We catch y'all later. Peace.